Hi there. I'll speak now about the divisions. We divide everything for clarity of the mind when in fact there is no divisions. Division is an illusion of the mind. So we look at the body, the mind, and the source. The body is an object, animate object. The mind is subject, it is a bundle of thoughts. The source is silence, which is beyond body and the mind. This is for the terminology. So silence is absolute, the mind is relative, and the body is relative. The body undergoes change, the mind undergoes change, and the silence, the source, is changeless awareness. It never undergoes change. It has no beginning, no end. It is changeless, therefore it is eternal. No beginning, no end. So we can see the body is noise because it makes noise. The mind is sound because even when there is no speech verbally, then when there are thoughts is sound. And the source itself is silence. So for division of three or triads, we can see body is noise, mind is sound, and source is silence. Body can be an object, mind is subject, and the source is beyond object and subject relationship. We can see that the only thing that has relationship is the subject with the object. So subject-object relationship. It is important because when we will move to point and work only with the thoughts, we have actually in the mind objective thoughts and subjective thoughts. Objective thoughts, it's thoughts about someone or something, animate object or inanimate object. Subjective thoughts are thoughts that are not about any object of the world, like silence, pure consciousness, awareness, stillness. So any thought that is pointing to that which is beyond, because the mind cannot imagine it, it cannot perceive it as an object. So it's more subtle and it is subjective thought. Why is it important to be aware of it all? First of all, to start to discriminate between the body and the mind, and between thoughts, which is the mind, and the source, which is silence. The moment you discriminate between the thoughts and the object, you start to realize that the thoughts are not the objects of the world. And then you come to realize that the thoughts are not the silence. And when the thought disappears, you directly experience that the silence and the object are not separate. The silence is one with every object, and the object is within the silence. Yet when the object disappears, the silence remains, and the silence is aware of itself by itself. So it doesn't require any other entity, such as thoughts or the mind, to tell itself that it exists. So we talked about body, mind, source as silence. We talked about object, subject, and beyond, which is silence or stillness or pure consciousness. We are using these words just as pointers. Pointers implies if I point now at something, if you look only at the pointer, you're not going to realize what it is pointing at. So we are using the words as pointers. Look beyond what it points so you can directly experience the silence from within without any other thought, because it's prior to any thought that arises in the mind. And even when thought appears, it appears within the silence. So just see if you can have the sense of the silence within right now, in the background, in the back of the mind, beyond the mind itself. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.